your pre-treatment and treatment facial gels. So Angela has already cleansed and toned, and she's all ready to start. Now, Angela, I'll be talking you through the techniques while you show everyone how to do them. So first, apply the pre-treatment gel. Smooth the contents onto only half of your face and neck. And while you're doing this, it's important to remember not to rub the product in, just lightly apply it to your skin, kind of like you're icing a cake. You want to make sure you get it over the entire side of your face and neck. Now set the instrument to the treatment time you desire, which we've already done. There are treatment times of up to 5 minutes, so you can determine how long you want your galvanic spa session to be. Now moisten your hand and hold the instrument with your moistened hand, making sure your fingers are in full contact with the chrome panel. Now touch the facial conductor to your cheek, and you will hear 1, 2, or 3 beeps. Then the 3 arrows will appear in the display screen showing that you're ready to start. Now we'll go through specific techniques you can use to make the most out of your galvanic experience. Your muzzle follows a circular pattern around the eye, so start under the eye with the flat part of the instrument and move up around the eye and hold firmly just right under the eyebrow. That's right. Just hold for a few seconds and then repeat that same motion several times. You always want to move upward and outward with firm pressure, being careful not to tug or pull at the skin, and then back down with lighter pressure. Also, when you're working around the eye area, avoid getting too close to the eye itself. It's always a good habit to simply follow the bone structure around the eye. Some people have puffiness under the eye, so be sure that the galvanic unit goes over top of that area to diminish the puffiness. The second area we'll work on are the smile lines. Start with the galvanic instrument above the center of your upper lip, just under the nose. Make sure you avoid direct contact with the lips. Now move the unit up to the smile line, hold for a few seconds, then move straight upward and outward toward the temple and hold. Then gently glide the instrument back to the center of the lips, and then repeat this movement several times. Hold at the smile lines and up to the temple. Now we'll move on to the jowls. We want to firm and tighten that jowl area. So start in the middle of the chin, just under the lips. Move up to those jowl lines and hold for just a few seconds. Then continue in an upward-outward motion until you reach the ear. That's right, just in front of the ear, and pause for a few seconds. Then slowly follow the same pattern back down to your starting point, and then repeat that same movement several times. Next, we're going to move on to our furrowed brows. So without breaking the contact with the skin, move the galvanic instrument to the bridge of your nose. That's right. Now move the instrument up to your thinker lines between your eyebrows and hold for a few seconds. Then continue up until you reach the hairline and hold. You want to repeat that movement several times. Then you want to move over to the side just a bit and place the galvanic just under the eyebrow, yet still on the brow bone. You hold there for a couple seconds, then move up to the hairline, and then move back down. And you want to repeat those same movements until you cover your whole forehead, or half of your forehead in this case. Next, we're going to focus on the puffiness just to the side of your nose. So move the instrument down to the side of your nose, just that puffiness right there. Now turn the galvanic sideways and place it in that spot. Hold for a couple seconds and move outward toward the middle of the cheekbone and then back. Hold in that area and out to the middle of the cheekbone and back. And finally, it's so important to treat the neck. When we're working with the neck, you want to start just down at the base of the neck. And then you want to move the galvanic up until you reach the jawline and hold for a few seconds. Then gently glide the unit back down to that same spot and move up and out, holding under the jawline again. And each time you return the instrument back to that same spot and then move up and out until you've treated your entire side of the neck. So we've just shown you a number of techniques, but remember to spend the majority of your time on the techniques that address your areas of concern. And when you have finished the pre-treatment step, you repeat these same techniques all over again as you do the treatment step. Okay, when it beeps twice, that means you have finished your session. If you don't hear the beeps, there will also be a check mark in the display screen to show that the cycle is finished. And now Angela will continue with the second step, and we'll come back and look at her results when she's finished. So Angela has finished her treatment and her results are amazing. If you take a close look, I want you to notice around her eye area, you can see her brow is completely lifted. Her crow's feet are smoothed and diminished. That's amazing. And the cheeks lifted. You can see the lip is slightly lifted. You can see this whole face, the whole side of the face is firmed and lifted. It's really quite amazing.